Hey guys, I'm Sarah Louise and welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to talk about the phrase in the Bible that says, do not cast your pearls before swine. Because I feel like this is a really big lesson of mine at the moment that I'm working on. And it also features in the Hermetic Principles, just to make sure I get it right. I was going to read it because I'm good at missing one word out of quotes. The lips of wisdom are closed except to the ears of understanding. And basically what these quotes are getting at is that we should really be careful when we share wisdom and knowledge with people, that their ears are able to understand what we're saying and they're able to meet us intellectually or hear us or meet us at the same place that we are at. And online these days, we waste a lot of energy and a lot of life force, I find, arguing with people and debating with people and discussing with people that just don't have the ears to hear us and to meet us where we're at. Some of these people are actually downright rude and nasty and personal. And for us to then keep going at them is just such a waste of breath. And the Kabbalion talks about this a lot. It really doesn't see a point in kind of hammering at people that are not ready to hear you. It's very much about move away. You know, when you start talking with somebody, you know if they can meet you at somewhat of a level. And this is why I actually think that the internet is so toxic. And I did a video on this a while ago, that they have now found out that the internet isn't so toxic because we put ourselves in little bubbles. It's actually the opposite. It's so toxic because we're put with so many people that are so different that the availability for understanding is, you know, you're just thrown with people that you have absolutely nothing in common with. And the first thing you meet one another with is an opposing opinion. So you have no reason to try to understand them or to get to know them or to see another side. Whereas if you meet someone in running club and you have an opposing opinion, then you have a little bit more reason to try to meet them and to understand their opinion, because you have running in common and you like them and you've probably already gotten to know them. So you want to understand their opinions a little bit more than the stranger that you've just met on the internet, who the first sign of one another you've had is an opposing opinion. That's all you've got to base on one another, is an opposing opinion, and you've met with the opposing opinion, and it can only really get worse from there. And it's why they actually say that it was a lot better when we just had forums of relatively like-minded people. So I remember back in the day when I first kind of had my spiritual awakening and got into spirituality, I went on a forum called the Spiritual Forum, and you know, that was fantastic. And the difference with something like the Spiritual Forum is that when you join the Spiritual Forum, everybody is interested in spirituality. So then the conversation is about deeper parts of spirituality, and you might have little disagreements because somebody believes in one concept and somebody believes in the other, but because you all want to know the truth about spirituality and you're all interested in spirituality, there's a really good starting point that's probably not going to become nasty, and it's probably going to stay as a nuanced debate. Whereas online, if you make a post about spirituality, you'll get comments like, this is a load of rubbish, this is wishy-washy, God doesn't exist. So you have to counteract with all those comments before you can even get to the nuanced discussion of people that are somewhat similar thinking to you but have a slightly different opinion. And you'll probably find you get on with those people better. And this is really what the Hermetic Principles discuss. They're discussing that is a waste of time to go deeper with that conversation where someone's like, oh, you're an idiot for believing there's a God, like, you're pathetic, to actually then enter into discussion with that person where there's absolutely zero understanding. The chances of there being understanding within that conversation is zero, pretty much, or like 0.01%. Yet we enter into it anyway. And I'm particularly bad for this. Like, I know it's a big lesson of mine. And I think it actually comes from a trigger, probably, that we do it because we feel we're being misunderstood. And maybe we felt we were misunderstood when we were children or we were young. And we're like, no, please understand me before you attack me. You know, please understand where I'm coming from. So we will go at it. And I don't know about anyone else, but actually it's a real drain. It's a real waste of time. And sometimes winning a debate is actually preserving your energy and knowing when to walk away from it, because you know you're never going to get anywhere. That can actually be winning. One of my really toxic traits is that when somebody on the internet tells me goodbye or to stop replying to them, that really triggers something in me, because it makes me feel like they're controlling me. And I don't like that. So I will determinedly not let them have the last word. I don't care if I'm only writing one letter or one word. I'm not going to have someone tell me to stop replying to them. If you want to stop replying, just walk away, and then it will stop. But I'm just wasting time. I'm wasting my energy, and it's like a winner ego template of like, I'm not going to let you control me. I'm not going to let you win, but I'm kind of letting them win because I'm draining my life force energy and wasting time that could be spent on something way more productive. I do think that we should build up the strength to be okay to have our opinion. Like, I don't think we should live in a society where people are afraid to have an opinion. But for me, it comes more down to time wasting, energy draining, and what you are actually getting out of something. You can have a discussion with somebody where you both can have a great debate. You can actually hear and listen to the other. You can come into contact with things that you've not thought about before. And even if you don't agree with them in that discussion, sometimes you go away and a seed has been planted and you think about it a little bit deeper. I love those kind of discussions. I think they elevate your knowledge, your wisdom. They help expose you to other opinions that you've not thought about before. But going into a discussion where somebody, and we all know within one or two comments whether that person has the ability and the brain width to be able to discuss with us in a rational, calm and considerate way. We all know really, really quickly. And when we start engaging with these people that don't have that capacity to discuss with us without just being aggressive, nasty, personal, we really are just wasting our vitality. I'm really going to try and practice in 2025. When I think about the wasted time that I've spent sort of trying to debate things with people that really have just absolutely no capacity to converse on that topic without being aggressive and argumentative and downright nasty. It's mind-blowing the amount of time that I've actually wasted on that, and really sometimes just making one strong statement and walking away with those kinds of people is winning. That's winning the argument. But yeah, anyway, how is everybody? Let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think, and I'll speak soon. Bye bye.